Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
I went online to become a private detective. It was a private detective school online, and I paid online. And I never heard from them again. I thought to myself, I either got ripped off, or this is my first case. This is a journalistic podcast, Shannon. We vaccinate our listeners with answers. And I'm going to keep lip-syncing the important questions until TikTok gives me a show. Shannon, how can the moon landing be real if the moon itself is fake?
That's not true, Mike.
Oh, isn't it true, Shannon? You're fake. You're a hologram.
1 in 5 New Yorkers are food insecure. What's your solution for that, Mike?
Fortune cookie. Because that's food and advice at the same time. Shannon, at least have the decency to backstab me, okay? You stab me in the front every time. Some fans can't watch the podcast because they're triggered by our sexuality. And message to those fans, we will leak a sex tape right into your mouth.
This is Mike Vecchione Investigates.
And you're not better than me. You heard the intro, everybody. You're not better than me. Welcome to another episode of Mike Vecchione Investigates, special President's Day episode. We're nailing it, and we've got a lot on the docket today, but first, let me get right into it. Very funny. Let me introduce our guest. He's hilarious, great comedian. I've discovered him at the stand, and he is a bundle of energy and gave me a tag for a joke this weekend that just murders now. I'd like to introduce to you, Mike Vecchione Investigates fans, Oscar Aydin. Oscar, welcome. You know, like the fact that I took credit for discovering you?
Yeah. Also, I have to say, your intro is probably the most animated and loud I've ever heard you be in your entire
Powerful
life.
stuff.
Yeah. I was shocked.
Yes.
I was like,
It's shocking.
Is that Mike?
Yes. It's journalism. Yeah. I can't take responsibility for that. It's journalism. I tried stand-up comedy for 23 years, and it doesn't seem to be working out. But you know what? Journalism is our other option. The fans want answers, and we cater to the low-income whites, and they're in their basement, and they don't have a job, and they don't know how to get their life moving. So it's a little bit of a podcast like we're trying to coach them up.
Yeah.
So at any time, if you want to address the low-income whites who watch this show and just talk at them, they really appreciate that. And you can condescend them a little bit. It's a motivator. Shannon yells at me, but then again, you know, Shannon is the best.
Honestly,
so I take
Mike,
it from her.
I gotta ask though, Mike.
Yes.
Do your low-income whites know what a homosexual is?
Yes.
Okay.
They do.
Okay.
They're very well informed. They're well rounded.
Yeah. Because they usually refer to us as choir.
Is that what you guys are to them?
They usually
choir and dancing.
Now them choirs over there.
Well,
Players.
some low-income whites don't have Southern accents, Oscar. That's offensive to the low incomes. But they're at home right now, getting their day off, which every day off is a day off because they're unemployed and probably out on disability or living off the government stimulus checks. Let me ask you about your last name because it's deceiving. It's spelled with a Y in Aydin, so it sounds like it's Irish, but it's really secretly Muslim. Talk to me about that. Oscar, talk to me about that. We'll get to the homosexuality after we get to the Al-Qaeda of it.
Okay. So that is actually not my real last name.
Ooh, I smell a story on tap, and podcasts are about stories, so feel free.
Well, that is actually not my real last name. My real name is much longer, and that is a derivative of my last name. So each of those is a part of my last name. And so, because what happened is when I started doing comedy and I was still working daytime jobs and I had to go on interviews.
We just call them day jobs, but go ahead.
Okay.
I don't want it to confuse the people who watch the show. Daytime jobs. Sounds like a soap opera. Day job.
Day job.
But go ahead, Oscar. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, that's fine.
You were saying that you fake your name.
Yeah. So I would go on interviews.
Right.
And they would Google search me and they wouldn't give me a job because of it. So I had to create a fictitious name.
Right.
Also, when you bring me up with my real last name, it doesn't really necessarily roll off the tongue.
No.
No.
How does it end? Does it end in
Lee.
Oh, Aydin Lee?
No, it's actually much longer.
Oh, wow. You don't want to say it on this podcast.
No.
To protect your anonymity.
Yeah, I have to protect
from
myself.
our fans.
Yeah, I have to protect myself.
It's much longer.
Yeah.
And can I ask your ethnic background for our fans who care about that kind of stuff?
I am Turkish,
Okay.
but originally Azeranian.
Oh my God, you said Iranian because most Iranians identify as Persian.
Right.
To
So
soften
for the
it a little bit for the whites.
right, so for the low-income whites,
Yeah.
Azeranian is technically 16% of the Iranian population, which is the Azerbaijani culture.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds...
Exotic.
It sounds exotic. It's
Yeah,
like
I love
zhuzh.
it.
There was a lot of zhuzh in
Yeah,
there.
I love it. You know,
And,
gays love a good zhuzh.
Now, how is it being gay in a Persian Turkish
Well,
culture?
you know, people always
A
ask
lot
me.
of pretty supportive?
No,
Oh.
but people always ask me. They're like, "Which one do you identify with more, being Iranian or being gay?" And I'm
Right.
like, neither. You know,
Right.
yeah,
Neither.
no.
You're your own person.
I'm my own person.
When
who
you
just
change your name, did you become...
happens to be gay.
When you change your name, did you become different? Because I've fantasized about changing my name to Michael Lamborghini or Michael Ferrari and just like walking around and just like a different vibe. Sunglasses on.
You would need
leather
the Ferrari
jackets.
sunglasses.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mike Ferrari. I like that.
Michael Ferrari?
No, just Mike Ferrari.
Mike Ferrari.
Yeah, that's kind of hot.
Michael Anthony Ferrari.
Yeah, that's kind of hot.
If the gays like it, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I did give you the word bequeath.
You did give me the word bequeath this weekend, which is better than Parsiphony, which is the word I was using in the joke. And you said bequeath, and I said nailed it, and I'm using bequeath every time. Do gay people, are they better able to spell gay-sounding words than straights? Now, that's a legitimate question.
Well, I mean, give me a
Bequeath?
gay
Bequeath is a gay-sounding word.
Bequeath? Bequeath?
Yes. I know. I'm not putting you on trial.
No,
I'm saying,
I
can your
think what it
community,
is-
your community better at spelling those kinds of words?
Well, we use those words more often. So
Right.
we're going to learn how to spell it.
Right.
And also, it helps when you have like autocorrect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you set it to gay?
No.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be funny if they did, though?
It would be funny and useful,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
So Aydin is not your name. You're
No.
like a different guy.
Yeah.
Were your parents upset, or are they back in the homeland?
No, my mom moved back to her homeland, and my dad moved back to his homeland.
Wow.
And until recently, my mom found out that I did stand-up comedy.
Wow.
Until recently, and my father knows. He's fine with it.
He knows with it.
Yeah.
You had to come out of the closet twice.
Yeah.
Once
come
for
out
homosexuality, once for stand-up. God, it's hard to come out of the closet, but it's such a great moment, isn't it?
No,
It's not a great moment?
No.
It's like the spotlight is on you.
I don't know. For me,
It's like, yes.
No, but for me, people were like, "Oh, how did it feel?" And I was like, "Well, you know, I mean, like if you came out of the closet, Mike, and you
Right.
said, 'Hey, I'm gay,'
I'm pretty healthy, so I
people
come out of the steam room. Go ahead.
the low self-esteem room. Now,
Oh, God, Oscar. That's a slam. I love that.
yeah, I love that. I always tell that to people because I'm always like, I never work out. I just sit in the low self-esteem room.
That is a great slam, Oscar. Thank you for that. Our fans love it when our guests come on and they poke I guess I'm a bear.
But if you came out of the
there.
closet, Mike, if you came out of the
Yeah.
closet, people would be like, "Oh my God, I never knew."
Right.
But like when you play the flute in middle school and you're the rabbi in all the musicals in high school, and then you're in the dance
You were a
recital wearing neon green, it's kind of like
Right.
not that shocking.
It's not that shocking.
No.
So from a young age, you knew. Did you know?
Well, I think like at a young age, I knew that I liked men.
Right.
But I will say this, on a serious note, for a long time, I did try and pray it away.
Okay.
I
To
did.
which God?
to,
Because
I guess, God.
Yeah, but was it
Lutheran.
Oh, was it your Lutheran?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, I tried to pray it away.
Right.
And then, I
Came back stronger.
And then I saw a man naked, and I was like, all right, well, I might as well give it a try.
If you pray it away, it comes back stronger. Is that like COVID? I'm just trying to make sense of things here, guys, for our low-income whites who are reeling right now.
Yeah.
Reeling.
Yeah.
So, what's your take of what's going on in Turkey? That's a tragedy, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's like they got another earthquake today.
But let me tell you something. Yes, it is.
I was in
awful.
Turkey. Great people.
Oh, Turkey is a beautiful country. Beautiful. Also, a lot of people get mistaken by calling it a third world country.
No.
It's actually, they're using the word wrong. Third world does not necessarily mean economic status.
Yeah.
Third world referred to all of the nations that remained neutral during the Cold War. And most people don't know that.
I think that's so interesting, Oscar, but I'm going to do my joke now, which is that I just think it's so derogatory to call it a third world country. I call them bronze medal nations.
Get out.
Thank you, Oscar. God, we're searching for the truth, and we're getting it a little bit at a time here. A Turkish Persian gay Lutheran is here, ladies and gentlemen, and we are happy to have him. Unbelievable. What's your journey starting comedy? You know what I love about your parents' story, by the way, is that they did the reverse American dream, where they just broke up and went to their separate countries.
Oh, God, yeah.
That's so great. You never hear about that.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about, getting together and raising a family and upping your income. Everybody just doesn't quits and then just goes back. I love that.
Yeah.
God.
I thought it was great. I'm happy.
It's really good. Yeah. And you stayed.
Yeah. Well, I kind of had to. I didn't speak either language.
Right.
So, it's okay.
And that's when you changed your name. You became a different guy.
Well, I started taking improv classes.
Yes.
Yes, and it was awful.
It was awful?
And it was
and it was awful?
Yes, and it was awful.
Thanks to podcasting, you don't have to do that anymore.
Yes.
This is the ultimate, coming in unprepared and just talking for hours.
Yeah. But they don't let you be politically incorrect in improv.
Improv. No. The improv coaches you. They have improv coaches, right?
Yes, and you have to be politically correct.
And Oscar, I'm going to ask you another question here.
Sure.
Your first name is Oscar. Ever think of changing your last name to Meyer?
No.
Oh, my God. For comedy reasons? Come out in a big hot dog?
Can I
do
tell
your
you
act in a hot dog? Tell me that's not great. You sit there and look me in the eye, tell me that's not a wonderful thing.
How long can I do that for, huh? How long can I play that shtick for?
I don't know. You have mustard cum. You're arguing with the relish. It's more of a one-man show. Is it straight stand-up? No, but it's outside the box.
Yeah, that'll get me an audition.
Arguing with a hamburger.
That'll get me an audition at JFL.
Yes, it will. JFL. That's John Kennedy's brother.
Yeah.
That's the Montreal. That's Montreal for those of you. That was an inside baseball thing. We have to let our fans in on what's going on. It's the Montreal Comedy Festival for those of you who are at home rudderless.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think a lot of your low-income whites know where Montreal is.
No.
So just think north.
Right.
That
north
whole
of the wall.
space above Michigan is north.
And they're Frenchies.
Yeah.
They're Frenchies up there.
Yeah.
And, okay. So what was your journey like once you were doing kind of musical theater and plays in high school, and then your sexuality began to emerge, and then your parents went back to Turkey and Persia, and then you changed your name.
Yeah.
It's important to establish a timeline here. And then what was your journey like into the New York? Are you from New York? Where are you from?
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah. But I only started stand-up in New York City.
Okay.
And I started, I dabbled a little bit in 2008. And then from 2009, 2010 until 2019, I kind of just did here and there. I wasn't invested in it.
Right.
And then the end of 2019, I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Right.
And then 2020, I was like, all right, it's go time, right? And then the world shut down.
Yeah.
And then I just started doing Zoom shows and open mics, and I had a lot of fun. And I
What
kept
was
going.
your dormant phase? I'm going to call it a dormant phase because our fans understand that most of them are dormant. 2010 to 2019, once a week. How often would you do it?
Once a month.
Once a month, really?
If even that. Yeah. If even that. If I got an opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what were you doing otherwise? What was that? What else was going on in your life?
Living.
How so?
Surviving. I had.
Do you have a day job?
I had
As Oscar Aydin?
I had 3 or 4 jobs.
Really?
Yeah. I had 3 or 4
What kind of things
jobs.
would you do for money?
So I had.
Enlighten our fans who are unemployed.
Yeah. So here's the thing, is that you can do almost anything. Like I had a day job as an assistant, and then I did dog walking. I did refereeing for sports.
What kind of sports?
Volleyball.
Volleyball?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
They're really hard on the, aren't they really hard on the, were you sitting at the net?
Yeah, you stand at the net.
You stand at the net.
You stand on like this.
And what's your background in volleyball? Because your parents? You were volleyed between your parents? Sorry, this is where the rubber meets the road. We have to make it clear for our fans, Oscar, if that is in fact your real first name. Maybe you'll change it before the podcast ends. Shannon, can we get the forms in here? Oscar might want to change his first name.
Well, you know, my driver's license isn't about to be renewed, so I do need to think about it. Yeah.
Are you an organ donor?
No. Fuck you nuts.
No?
No.
You wouldn't do it?
Would you want my organ?
Yes. I think we're dating. I think we're dating now.
Would
Is it a dating show, Shannon? This become a dating show?
No.
Feels hot.
What organ would you want?
I'll take your liver.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you drink? First of all, let me
Once in
ask
a
if you
while.
drink. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Liver or kidneys are always valuable.
Yeah, I don't even know where they are, but sure.
Even if I didn't use them immediately, I put them on ice, put them in the freezer.
Oh, yeah. That's
And then
very
just get
Jeffrey
them-
Dahmer of you.
Get them later. Well, I'm not going to eat them, unless we run out of snacks.
Yeah.
This smoke break is brought to you by YoDelta.com, the official Getting High sponsor of the Gas Digital Network.
Okay, so you kind of dabbled in it for years and years. That's an interesting story.
Yeah.
For years and years, you dabbled in it, and then right when the pandemic hit, you turned up the volume.
Yeah. I turned up the volume.
Yeah.
It was great. I had a great time. I got to give it to a friend of mine who really pushed me and was like, fuck it, do it.
Yeah.
Enjoy your life.
Right.
So I got to give him the credit.
And what rooms, are you in a relationship now? A functional
I am in
relationship?
a homosexual relationship.
Homosexual relationship?
Yes, I am.
Is it?
That is 2 men.
2 men.
2 men.
2 men together.
Yeah.
Life partners.
No.
No. It hasn't got to that point yet.
No.
Okay, how many years?
2.
Is that different for homosexuals?
That's the longest that
that
I've ever
6
been
years?
in a relationship. That's like 10 years for me.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a long time.
2 years.
Yeah.
Because you like to go out and experiment.
What?
Oh, hoe?
What?
Hoe the world?
I didn't say that.
Okay. I'm just curious about you're committed now for 2 whole years.
Yeah.
And has this gay marriage thing rocked your world in terms of like you feel forced now? Like is there a gun to your head right now?
No, because I
To
can't
get
afford
married
it.
to a man?
No, I can't afford it.
But wasn't it great when it was illegal?
I never really thought of it. I mean, of course I supported it, but I
Yeah.
never really thought of it.
Yeah, but now you're under you're like
No.
bullied into it.
Nah.
You know what? I would do a civil union. I like that. It's not as fine. It's not as final as marriage. It's a civil union.
Nah, I think I'm just going to maybe move in and that's about it.
Okay. Oh, you're
Yeah.
not living with them now?
No.
Okay. All right. You said it like, ooh.
Yeah, ew.
You living alone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'll always need my own space. Don't
Yes.
you need your own space?
I do need my own space.
Where do you live?
I live close.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's a
right.
bus ride away.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell our fans.
No.
We're probably shooters.
I don't know if you're...
They're armed.
Yeah.
So
But
I don't
you-
want them knowing. I'll tell you.
Yeah, but you know, it's... Yeah, yeah.
So I made the leap. I lived with a girl right out of college and then not for like another 20 years. And I just moved in with Miss Katie Hannigan. Do you know her?
Yeah.
She's a delight. And I mean that sincerely. I'm not just saying that. and we live together, and we're
white.
doing great.
She's white.
She's a white girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Straight white.
Yeah.
Is that no good?
No, I just wanted to make sure you.
I was watching the Hugh Hefner documentary, and it's crazy, the Playboy stuff that went on.
God, yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen parts of it because
Yeah.
my boyfriend likes to watch that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't.
What do you like to watch?
Oh,
Oscar?
well, I mean,
Mostly Sesame Street?
do you want me to?
Oscar the Grouch. But you're fun. You're like the opposite. You're his twin brother that's fun.
Maybe I should go out on stage as Oscar the Grouch.
I like the hot dog thing better.
I mean, don't you think me on a stage in a trash can with green fur all over?
Yes. No one is doing that. You're laughing at it? No one's doing that.
Yeah.
That hits big.
Yeah.
And you just do jokes about recycling.
Right. And you just have the curtain come up.
Yes.
And then it's just me sitting in a trash can
Yes.
with green fur everywhere.
Yes.
And I already do crowd work anyway, so I can just
Right.
be mean to people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure you recycle. Make sure you recycle. God, that's a winning act, I think.
Yeah.
You started hitting it pretty hard, and then where did you start in the city? Like, what did you start doing in order to immerse yourself in stand-up comedy? And did you stop refereeing volleyball? And did you stop some of these other jobs that you had, which we didn't even finish yet? Refereeing volleyball, an assistant to who?
I was an assistant to many people.
Yeah.
And I refereed volleyball. And since I started getting paid for comedy, I do not ref volleyball anymore.
Okay.
Because I can survive now
Right.
on what I make.
Now you own a team.
Yeah. Well, I would like to.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But I don't know if you own a team anymore.
Professional volleyball?
Maybe. I think the Italians and the Turkish do.
They do.
Do you play sports?
I played sports, yeah.
What did you play?
It's a thing called contact sports.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's butch.
It's butch.
Yeah.
Wrestling and football.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
Did you wear spandex?
I wore it's called a singlet.
Singlet?
Yeah.
No, that's gay.
Well, a lot of people say that wrestling is gay, and I always, because in high school I'm older, so they would go, "It's gay, you're gay," but they would always say it from a distance because we would like choke them out if they said it to our face.
Yeah.
And it's like, is this what you think gay guys do? Gay guys are rich. They're not in an auditorium trying to pin each other.
Right.
These guys are in a penthouse. They own property.
Right.
They are revitalizing neighborhoods.
Also, we don't
Am I
wear
right?
singlets inside.
No.
No. We're on the beach.
Rollerblading,
Yeah.
right?
Gay pride parades.
Do you guys have a lock on the rollerblades?
No.
No. That's
No.
not
That's very.
it's not gay enough now.
That's very heterosexual.
Is it?
Yeah.
Would
you rollerblade?
I am it's not that I wouldn't do it for moral reasons.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm coordinated enough, and I'm too afraid of getting injured now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you look like you have balance.
I'm athletic enough, but I on skates, it's the injury factor that I'm worried about, not about looking any kind of way.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. Do you march in the gay pride parade, and do they call it marching now? Or
It's
is it
a
strutting?
march.
Is it strutting?
It's not
'Cause, like, the
strutting,
armies
it's
march.
sashaying.
God, that's
you
a
go. gay
word.
Sashaying.
Sashaying. Can you spell it?
Sashaying. Sashaying.
Shannon, did he nail it?
Sashaying.
I don't know how to even type it to figure out how it's spelled.
Type
Shannon.
in Sashaying.
Yes, that's right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oscar, you're really pulling it off right now.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
I mean, this is almost like a science experiment that we're doing while we're doing insanely entertaining podcasts. We have to keep the listeners engaged.
Yeah.
But that's awesome, man. They sashaying. Do you do anything for the parade? Do you march for the parade? Do you in Philadelphia? There's a mummers parade, and everybody puts their couch on the street and they drink beer and they watch the parade go by.
God, that is.
Do you do something similar?
Heterosexual, isn't it?
That's very hetero. But the parade is very gay. But it's straight men doing.
I think any parade is gay.
Yeah. Yes. Parading around town.
You're marching.
Yes.
You've got outfits.
Yeah.
Right?
Outfits.
You got outfits.
I love it.
You're playing music. You're
Now-
waving. You've got banners. You've got
Oscar, let me get into it now. Any beef with the non-binaries?
Oh, I don't even know what that means.
They're
Is that bad?
it's like a 0 and a 1. Shannon, could you explain it to us?
What is non-binary?
It's a 0 and a 1.
I'll take this one.
It's only one. Oh, Natalie is our Gen Z correspondent.
Okay.
It's
She
like,
spends a month in Ireland because it gets stressful here and she needs to take time to vape.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Hey, I don't vape.
I'm sorry, Natalie. I'm sorry I insulted your generation. I was shocked that you paid attention long enough to listen to the end of the sentence. As you talk in fragments, LOL.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Non-binary is just like not man or woman. Like if someone
Right.
identifies as non-binary, they're like, I don't subscribe to either of those.
Subscribe? Speaking of
subscribe.
subscriptions, please subscribe to this podcast. We need more male, female, or non-binary listeners. Go ahead, Natalie. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That was pretty much it. It's not an orientation. It's a gender identity.
Can I use a word and then
Yes,
you
please.
respond to it? And then if Oscar is in the middle of our stream, I believe in energies, he can intercept it. Androgynous.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a word that does anything for anybody on this podcast right now?
I like it.
Androgynous. Can we look it up?
Isn't that a feeling? Am I wrong?
Androgyny.
You have to understand something.
What?
I tell everybody, and this is not a joke. This is actually real. Until a year ago, I did not know what adjectives, verbs, or nouns were.
Oh my God.
I still do not know what adjectives and verbs are.
Right.
So for your low-income whites,
You're
this is going to be used.
This is
get-
fun. This is
Hands on someone.
This is so-
Someone's gonna, like 10 years from now, when I'm on doing something, this is just gonna repeat, and they're gonna hear me saying, "For your low."
It sounds like you're slamming them, but no, I am approving it. That's what my fans are. Fun.
Because Mike is setting
This
me up.
is a
He's
fun-
like one less comic on the dais, so I can get more time.
Yes, I'm very competitive, and I'm I lure everybody
Just
in here in order to
knocks-
get them canceled.
He knocks everybody out. But just,
It's we're having a fun podcast, and fun is an adjective describing the podcast.
okay, good.
So I'm teaching.
Okay.
It's also a teaching moment.
Yeah.
A verb is an action word. You know that, right, Oscar?
No.
No, you don't know that? I'm
didn't
giving you
really-
the information. Are you
but
rejecting it?
I
Are you
didn't pay
rejecting it?
I didn't pay attention in grade school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
Or high school.
is that why your
or middle school?
parents fled to their respective countries? They were
No.
ashamed.
No, they
It was
got
a shame?
divorced.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you ever get divorced?
I would only get divorced for one reason, and that is because I have a friend who does attorney. He's an attorney for, he's a matrimony attorney.
Yeah.
And he started doing gay divorces, and his motto is when you reach the end of the rainbow.
That is really a great, wow, a gay divorce lawyer. I guess
Is that
that
not
you would,
brilliant?
you would. That's really great.
Yeah.
That's really great. I think if you're friends with a gay divorce lawyer, you are more likely to get a gay divorce. Is that true? That relationship?
No.
I don't know it. Is it different than a regular
Divorce?
How is a gay divorce different? Who gets what?
Well,
Is there glitter?
no.
Okay. I have to check in on these things.
Yeah. Have you ever been divorced?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm a broken toy.
All right.
I'm a broken toy. I'm just trying to get myself straight now
Yeah.
with a functional hetero monogamous relationship. I've had a series of monogamises.
And how's that going?
It was going well. I had a point at each one of them where I didn't think that they can continue. So we'd break up, and then
Yeah.
I'd date somebody else for a few years, and then we'd break up, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But now I've got myself in a therapy, and I am getting a hold of my mental health and physical health, and I'm trying to make a go of doing it correctly.
Yeah. Good for you.
Any thoughts?
Good for you.
Any helpful advice as a man who is, I don't want to say promiscuous, before he got locked down to a 2-year contract?
Was I?
You got locked down to 2 years. Well, no, I don't want to say that's the wrong word. It's like you were a commitment phobe. Were you afraid of commitment, Oscar?
No.
You weren't afraid of it?
No. I wasn't afraid of it because I wasn't afraid because no one wanted to commit.
Oh, so you are the victim here,
yes,
Oscar?
I am the victim.
You're a good-looking guy. Look at the crowd. Look at the fans and tell them that you were the victim every time. People were dumping you. I find that a little hard to believe.
I am the victim. I am the victim. I am the victim.
Victim is a noun, by the way. Person, place, thing.
Person, place.
Yeah. Or it's an idea.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a noun.
Yeah.
A little teaching moment. We try to do the best we can here. 30 minutes in, Shannon, and this is just it's a tsunami of information, I think, that we're having here. Oscar came in hot, and we are learning a lot. So,
I'm never going to be able to play the South or anywhere near anything.
Yes.
It's just going to be a clip of me saying low income.
The low-income whites love it. They do love it. They love it. They're a group. They finally have a home. The home is a trailer, but they have a home on wheels. Okay, so Shannon, you're going to love me on this one. Let's go to plugs, and then we're going to get to some articles. Hey, hello, podcast has structure. I'm at Comic Mike V on all social media platforms, at Comic Mike V. Repetition helps the low-income whites remember. Also, thank you so much for joining us on our YouTube debut every week, 9 p.m. on.
Wait, breaking news.
Breaking news. Wait, we have a something happened in Turkey again, or is it about the podcast?
No, knock on wood.
Okay,
Turkey is okay at the moment.
All right.
We are it's changing as of this week, as per your request.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
We will, according to the YouTube analytics,
yes,
the listeners of Mike Vecchione Investigates on YouTube tend to be on YouTube on Wednesdays at like 7-ish.
Yes.
So we're going to release Wednesdays at 6 starting this week.
Oh my God. It's new time, everybody. Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Wednesdays at 6. I have to hop on the live chat this week. Shannon, maybe we can both hop on and just reiterate 6 p.m. Wednesdays. 6 p.m. Wednesdays is our new time. We're not up against Legion of Skanks, which is the flagship show of this network. That would maybe help our numbers a little bit. 6 p.m. Wednesday. 6 p.m. Wednesday YouTube premiere. You guys have been great through the through all of the years at the 9 p.m. Monday spot. So 6 p.m. Wednesdays. I have a new special also coming out. March 24th is the date. March 24th. It will be on YouTube. It's called The Attractives. Mike Vecchione, 1 hour special, produced by Nate Bargatze, an 800-pound gorilla. And also, I have dates. I will be in Cleveland at the beginning of March, March 3 and 4. This is not updated. I'm sorry about that, but leave it up, Shannon, because there are some dates relevant there. Cleveland Hilarities, which is one of my favorite clubs in the country, March 3 and 4. The next weekend, I'll be in Grand Rapids, Michigan, March 9th and 10th at Gilda's Laugh Fest. Gilda is actually my mother's name, so I've meant to be there. So Grand Rapids, Michigan, March 9th and 10th. The weekend after that, I will be in Beverly, Massachusetts, with 35 minutes outside of Boston, off Cabot. This is all on my social media, by the way. Off Cabot in Beverly, Massachusetts. And the last weekend of March, I will be in Tampa, Florida at Side Splitters, another one of my favorite clubs in the country. Look for dates, MikeVecchione.com, or pay attention to my social media at ComicMikeV. The special, the dates, the new time of the podcast. What am I forgetting? I think that's it. When I post the special, please support your boy. I need all the help that I can get. I'm going to be reaching out for favors, try to get it out there. I'm very proud of it. 1 hour special. Oscar, what do you got? What do you want the fans to know?
You can find me at Instagram at It's Oscar Aydin, Oscar Aydin, and then find me on TikTok, Oscar Aydin. And if you go to my Instagram, there's a Beacons link. Just click on that, and you can go to the calendar and find out where I'm at, and then also sign up for mailing list. I also have a podcast that drops every other Monday.
Nice,
because I have ADHD and I can't do it every single week. So it's called Oh Oscar.
Oh, Oscar.
Every Monday. And it drops at 5 a.m.
Get out.
Yeah. 5 a.m. every other Monday.
Is that?
Do you want to know what?
I thought it was for people with newborns.
No.
Okay. No?
It's for
Oscar.
It's for all the listeners in across the seas.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Finally, a podcast that addresses Europe.
Yeah. And
Before the United
somehow
States.
Nigeria.
All right.
Very interesting.
There's a lot of princes out there. I get the
I know.
emails from them.
Yeah.
Hello, dear. They get it. Shannon, what do you got?
I remember that email, by the way.
Hello,
that we
dear.
Read. That was wonderful. You can follow me on Instagram at ShannonLee6982. Listen to my podcast, The Thing Is Ding. We talk about bad dates, fighting, and ghosts. Wherever you listen to Mike Vecchione Investigates, you can also watch it live for free every single Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern at gasdigitalnetwork.com/live. That's absolutely for free. The best way to support this show is to go to gasdigitalnetwork.com, use promo code MVI. That'll give you a 1-week free trial, which gives you access to every single episode of this show we've ever done. All 100 episodes. This is the 100th episode of the show.
This is a 100?
Yep, 100.
Oh my
episode.
God. Is there a cake? None of us can eat carbs.
That's right.
No. A special thank you to our listeners for listening to 100 of these episodes. We are doing journalism every single week, and we go after it, and you guys have been very supportive, so thank you very much. Hopefully we're going to get bigger and grow, and you know, whether it be here or in the small studio, we're going to keep coming. 100 episodes, Shannon.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
If you listen on iTunes or YouTube, make sure to rate, review, tell a friend, leave a comment, subscribe. Every little bit of interaction helps the show to grow. Go to podcastmerch.com for t-shirts, hoodies, and mugs. And if you have questions, comments, or your own video investigation to submit, send it into MikeVecchioneInvestigates@gmail.com.
You guys are the best. Thank you. All right, Oscar, you're here. Your story is compelling. Our fans are going to love it. I know them. And but now it's time to investigate. Are you ready?
Yeah. Can I just say one thing?
Investigations?
Can I just say one thing?
Sure.
You're doing Moon Tower in Austin?
Yes.
That's brilliant.
I did it a few years ago before the pandemic. It
That
was
is
great.
so cool.
You
That's like the who's who of comedy is doing it. And that's great.
Is that the Montreal of Texas?
No, but I've seen the whole flyer, and everybody is doing Moon Tower, and it's like
I think just
everybody.
They just do people different people different years, right?
I don't know. I mean, that's pretty cool. I got to give it to you. That's pretty cool. That's like I would say that's one of those where you notch on your comic belt, because that's pretty cool.
Okay.
I admire it.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Moon Tower. Yeah, that's coming up in May?
April.
It's coming up in April for people who are in Austin. All right. Let's get to some investigations. Are you ready, Oscar, to investigate?
Yeah, let's do it.
You have your investigative hat on?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
And you're going to be investigating as Oscar Aydin?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm very good at this.
All right. Let's do it. Shannon, give us the first article, and let's try to break it down and make some sense of it.
Okay, first one is no apology from China over spy balloon.
What? You got to be kidding me. Oscar, first impressions. I say sky balloon. Where does your mind go?
I think of UFOs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's UFOs.
So it's not China. It's extraterrestrials posing as Chinese?
I think it is some kind of weird shit that's happening.
Yeah.
That's what I think. It's like, because there's been multiple now?
Yeah.
Multiple?
Multiple sky balloons.
That's interesting. That's
Is
very
it interesting, and you're blaming the aliens for this one?
I don't know, but I
By
always...
alien, do you mean migrant? Be honest with our fans. Hot topic in the news, trending, could be a clip, could get us more views. Sorry, I'm trying to play up that angle.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so you think it's extraterrestrials, ETs?
I think that every single government has some hidden secrets.
Yeah.
And I think some of them may have gotten out.
And what's that got to do, how to tie it in with the spy balloon?
Is it a spy balloon?
Is it?
Why would you use a balloon?
Yeah.
Who uses a balloon to spy?
Yeah. That's probably what they want us to think.
Yeah.
That no one would use a balloon.
No.
Meanwhile, they're going to use a balloon. Is it a provocative tactic by these aliens or by the Chinese?
If you're gonna spy, at least use a cow or something.
A cow?
Yeah, like some animal that no one suspects.
Right. But then they'd have to mic the cow up.
Well, You never know.
Yeah, it could be.
I mean,
we are a beef-eating country, but
we
then
are
the
very
vegans would
beef.
be safe then,
Yeah.
Shannon.
Yeah.
You know,
I like it.
would you talk into the udders? Talking to the
No,
udders.
Mike, because that's utterly ridiculous.
Oh my God. Set you up for that one, Oscar. Oh my God, you're moving fast.
I gotta keep up with you.
Can I ask you this? Isn't the balloon the apology? Because that's the whole thing. It's like, we want an apology, we want an apology. China's going, hey, the balloon is the apology. We're spying and we're sorry at the same time, Oscar.
No,
No, it's not.
no, I don't think so.
Your partner
Yes.
makes you furious.
Yeah.
Okay? And then sends you a balloon to make it better, but it's mic'd up and he's also spying on you because you're a notorious cheater.
Right.
Do you accept the apology?
No, and I know he couldn't do that because he's not technically advanced.
He could hire somebody to do it.
Good luck. He's not technically advanced.
Oh my God.
That's why I was like, really? A balloon? Are we sure about this? Also, how did it get here?
Yeah.
How? We had to take off from somewhere.
Right. You don't think your partner could put that together?
No. No.
Condescending.
He can buy a nice bag online, but
Yeah.
he can't put a...
You can't put a balloon together.
Nah.
Shannon, read a little bit of the story. Give us some more information. We're chomping at the bit.
So it says China offered no apology for the spy balloon that traveled across most of the U.S. earlier this month. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said Sunday as he cautioned that Beijing was planning on providing lethal assistance to Russia during its nearly year-long war on Ukraine. The developments come despite President Biden claiming that the spy balloon, which was shot down on February 4th in the Atlantic off the South Carolina coast, would not hinder communications between Washington and Beijing as his relationship with Xi Jinping.
We shot it down, Oscar. Does that get you aroused? Because as a red-blooded heterosexual with a lot of toxic masculinity, that gets me pumped. We shot it down, buddy.
Do you think they were wearing army fatigue when they shot it down?
What are they wearing?
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the True Hollywood Story angle of it.
Yeah, what were they wearing?
Yeah, what were they wearing? Probably some camouflage.
Wouldn't it be fun if you just walked up to him with a microphone and been like, what are you wearing? What are you wearing?
Red carpet snipers?
Yeah.
You know, I'm paranoid now of balloons. Every time I see a balloon now, I want to reach for my gun.
When was the last time you saw a balloon?
Shoot it
When was
down.
the last time?
I saw it. I was in Aruba recently, and they had balloons in the room as a welcoming. And don't think that I didn't think that they were spying. Now I associate balloon
Aruba?
with spy.
In
It's a hotel room, and they want to get the OnlyFans going for that hotel probably, and they probably wanted to tape whoever was in the room.
Yeah.
I have a question. Maybe this is silly. How do you drive the balloon? When you have a helium balloon, you just let it go and it goes to
Right.
God knows where. How are they controlling them?
There's got to be some
a motor
mechanism
and
to
and a
control
fan?
it. It's not. I don't know if it's a motor, but there's got to be some. That's a good question, Shannon. There's got to be some kind of device that does control where it goes because you're taking pictures of all of our sites over here.
Right. And then if that's the case, why not just use a drone? Why a gigantic balloon that no one's going to miss? It's very confusing.
Yeah, it's very confusing, but I think that they're, notwithstanding Oscar's alien theory, I think that they tried to make it completely obvious to be some sort of provocative to us. It was a calculated move. They didn't accidentally send a gigantic balloon and dare us to shoot it down. Maybe they wanted to gauge how fast we would shoot it down. They wanted to gauge our response to it. And then maybe they were doing that so that we would shoot it down, they would be offended, and then start some kind of rift over something else that they had a hidden agenda about.
Makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. I'm making a lot of good sense. Oscar, are you bored?
No, I'm thinking.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. Balloons are spying on us, though, now, I think is the main point. I'm suspicious of any balloon.
Why? What
Because
is-
they might be spying on us, Oscar.
For what?
Oh, it's for the weather.
For what? Let them spy on me. Let them spy on me. Let them watch me sit in my apartment and look at Twitter porn. Let them do that.
Will you think that will go viral?
No.
Okay.
Maybe. But I mean, what are they going to watch? What do you want to know? Even What's funny is everybody's like, China's spying us, China's spying us. And then they're like, well, what about America?
Are we spying on anybody? We're not doing it as obvious with the spy balloons.
Really?
We're a little bit more coy about that.
Right? Really? How about this?
How about
Put the word car near your phone and then go on Instagram and watch all of the advertisements for cars come up on your phone.
That's called capitalism.
Oh, okay.
Do you hate capitalism, Oscar?
No.
It sounds like a guy who doesn't want to buy a car.
You got to make money. You got to spend money to make money, sweetheart.
Let's stick with the balloon investigation. Are other countries jealous because they didn't get balloons, do you think? Russia's like, where's our balloons? Where's our balloons? And it's like, sorry, we're like the rich bitch country. Like, sorry.
Have you looked at their land?
Their land is...
Wouldn't want to put a balloon over that?
Wow.
For what?
That's like insulting somebody's... You're like fat-shaming Russia right now.
A little bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I think that could be it.
You think so?
Do you think China is actually spying on us, or is it just a lot of hot air? It says it here. I had to say it. Is Biden in bed with the Chinese, do you think?
No.
Is he in bed with the Chinese because his son had that thing?
No.
His son can't take a bad picture, by the way.
Biden
as a homosexual, as a notorious
Biden can't
homosexual.
even get into bed, and you want him to be in bed with someone.
He's in bed most of the time, though, isn't he?
I don't know. You think that he's got a stunt double?
That's a good... Oscar, I think you just uncovered something.
Do you think that these world leaders have stunt doubles?
Yes. And he might be acting like aloof or whatever, but that's because it's his stunt double.
Yeah.
He's probably somewhere being nurtured by machines, kept alive.
Very
machines.
Very Matrix.
Yes. Is Biden in bed with the Chinese? Yes or no?
Nah.
Is Hunter Biden the love child of Joe Biden and President Z?
Who the fuck is President Z?
He's the president of China, isn't he, Shannon? It's XI?
Yeah, Xi.
Xi? Sorry, I said it wrong. I'm sorry, Oscar. You didn't know what a noun was until 5 minutes ago.
Get out.
Oh my God. We have some moments on this podcast. We have some moments.
I just know I'm going to end up somewhere on a Newsmax channel just being like, gay comic brings down lower income whites.
You're not. We're here to help them, Oscar, not to bring them down. Oscar, let's keep investigating. Do you think it's because we owe China money and they're trying to spy on us to see what we're doing with our money because we're not paying them back? Is that an option?
Don't we owe doesn't everybody owe everybody money?
I mean, I don't know. Don't
you think so?
That's a major thing just to say.
Don't you think so? Don't you think that everybody owes everybody money?
Some countries
We owe Germany money. Germany owes us money. Poland owes us money. We owe them money.
You should be a diplomat. You should be a diplomat because you would just confuse. You would confuse everybody.
I would be a great diplomat because I wouldn't put up with anything.
You wouldn't. I don't get that impression from you. Shannon, is China supporting Russia? It's important to know this stuff. Who they're sending balloons to.
Wait, I did see something about it somewhere in the article. Hold on. Okay.
Do you think they're sending balloons to Russia and then they're sending flowers to Ukraine because they know they're allergic?
It says that he cautioned that Beijing was planning on providing lethal assistance to Russia during the war in Ukraine.
Lethal assistance. God. And who is the guy, who's our diplomat who's giving us this information, Shannon? Blinken. And that's not a guy that you want doing hard diplomatic work.
Who would you want?
It's like, his name is twitchy. Blinken.
Blinken.
It's like we need a guy who's steady and focused.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Something.
Yeah.
Something a little more steady.
Yeah, bring a man into this role. I got to try and be butch every once in a while.
How about, Oscar, our relationship with China?
Yeah.
We're both in relationships.
Yeah.
Okay. How does this affect our relationship with China? Do you think they're going to send us maybe a card next that says "We love you, but we're not in love with you"?
No, I think it's just going to be thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
It's Anthony Jeselnik's special.
Is it?
Yeah, it's called Thoughts and Prayers. It's great.
I should probably know that.
Okay. It's all right. We've taken that topic to the extreme, Oscar, and
this is
it was
not good as a comic.
49 minutes in, and we've already got one topic down.
Yep.
Oscar, are you ready to go to the next one?
No, let's do it.
Because you gave the UFO angle on it, and Shannon was wondering who drives the balloon, and if it was a woman, if the balloon could parallel park itself. But and I was looking at it from other angles too, so it's very important that we investigate this from all angles. Next one is woman harasses street vendors. Oscar, if this doesn't make you furious, I wonder what is in your chest, if you even have a heart. Shannon, talk to me about this one.
Okay, do you want to see the video first?
Let's see the video. That would be the best way to explain it.
You understand? Yeah, you understand. Please. She's not doing anything, to be honest. We're not doing anything. We're not even interested. Can you move? What do you mean? Another hot dog. Should we move? No, sir. No, we should not. We want another hot dog.
Oh my God. What are you doing? Hey. Stop.
Okay. Now, it's Shannon, tell me about it.
Okay, so this hot dog vendor posted this video that another girl took. Apparently, these 3 drunk college students were harassing him. They were complaining about the $7 price of a meat on a stick.
Yeah.
Threatening to F over the vendor. So yeah, he says that like he's because he's Mexican and didn't speak English well, that he felt like they were targeting him and bullying him.
It was a gang. Let me explain it and break it down, Shannon. 4 hot white college students, women, were drunk and bullying a immigrant street vendor.
Yeah.
For his overpriced meats and vegetables.
Yeah.
Oscar, what's your first impressions of this?
Well, they're probably part of the PS gang. Have you heard of them?
What's PS?
Pumpkin Spice Gang. And okay, I get to be a little bit cheesy. Give me a fucking break.
It's awesome.
Yeah, you know what though? Listen,
What?
what they did is wrong. What they
Right.
did is wrong. Don't
Yeah.
touch a seller's food. But $7.
$7
for a
is
hot
high.
dog?
That's pretty high, and I missed that in my initial investigation.
Who's
For
buying?
meat on a stick. I think that's meat on a stick.
Was
is
he in
$7.
Chelsea Market? Like,
know.
why? Who?
I know.
Was he outside Rockefeller Center?
It's like a shish kebab, though. I feel like that's it's not just a hot dog.
$7 for a shish for meat on a stick.
Meat on a stick is $7.
I mean, my
now.
God, there's a can't say it. Never mind.
It's also outside an arena at San Diego State University, so I feel like the prices are higher outside.
Outside in an arena.
Yeah.
And so, Shannon, you're obviously on this guy's side and
Yes.
not the girls.
Yes.
The girls seem like they're bullying.
Well, they are. I'm on his side, but also $7.
$7.
I mean, listen. Let me tell you something. If I was standing there and I'd be like, "Can I get meat on a stick?" and he was like, "That'll be $7," I'd be like, "My God, what the fuck?"
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I would take
I hear you.
a step back and
I hear
clutch
you.
my pearls.
Well, let me throw a different angle at you, Shannon, and you're welcome to chime in on this. Were the women threatened because there was a hot dog and it's part of a patriarchal food, the patriarchal of food trucks?
Do you think that
Street food.
Do you think they were threatened by the hot dog?
Were they threatened by the hot dog?
Or the size of the hot dog? That is what they're threatened by. They
Wow.
looked at that meat on a stick and was like, "I can't do this. I can't do this."
Right, because it's the patriarchy. Isn't it toxic masculinity what he's doing, selling meats and hot dogs on the street?
Yeah.
They were handling his meat. They were licking it, putting it back on the grill.
Right.
So they weren't scared
Isn't that
of it.
improve the flavor? It's called privileged spice. Is that TikTok journalism now? Whoever documented it?
So it was another woman took the video, and people have attacked her saying, like, why are you taking this video instead of doing something about it?
Right.
What's she going to do, though?
Well, she said that she would much rather show how these girls go out and about in public rather than get herself involved.
Right.
What does she do? What is she going to do? She's going to stop 3 drunk,
4.
annoying...
I think it was 4.
It 4?
One was wearing a bra.
4.
I'm sorry. I tried to... We need all the facts. We need all the facts of the case.
It was 4.
There was 4.
You're going to stop 4 girls?
Yeah.
4. For what? They're
Well,
drunk. They're annoying.
Yeah. You have to get... But you think that videoing them is honorable, and then maybe you could get... it can go viral and your page could blow up?
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, also $7 for a hot dog. Jesus Christ.
What about the number of women? I mean, they've outnumbered him 4-1.
Yeah.
Which is, I think the number in New York. It's 4 women to 1 man.
Is it?
And we're under attack. I think so. I think it's very female heavy here. The future is female. 4 women, and it's somewhere between this group of women is somewhere between the Dixie Chicks and the Spice Girls, because the Dixie Chicks is 3, Spice Girls is 5. Do you think they should cut an album?
Yeah.
Pretty hot.
They could call it, you know, the first song could be called Meet Me Here.
Oscar, you come through every time. We were hanging, there was a dead air, and our fans, our low-income whites, hate that, and you came in and you nailed it.
You know, I'm just here to please everybody.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's so great to have you. Hot women licking hot dogs.
Yeah.
Okay, now that probably is that a category of porn? Do you think that'll go viral on a hot women licking hot dogs? And then they can do something with their feet?
Listen,
maybe they can make a sandwich with their feet.
I would not be surprised if that was a new video on Pornhub.
Is that the new cooking OnlyFans? I don't know. Is this a thing now, Shannon? White women are roaming around in sexy little gangs and harassing Hispanic men.
Maybe. I do feel that...
What if he's an illegal, Shannon? And they're harassing, and they're wrong, and then he's wrong. Is it 2 wrongs make a right?
No.
Is it toxic femininity, Shannon?
Maybe.
Do they approach him and go, suck my ovary? Is that a thing that these angry women are saying? The estrogen, Shannon, alone.
I do think it is toxic femininity, though. However, when you guys are saying, what is the other person going to do? These aren't, like, intimidating figures, these 3 girls. I feel like you could go, like... and like knock them all over.
No,
right.
No,
I think the word you're looking...
They've got a secret rage inside of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've got a secret angry rage, and they'll flip stuff. They won't fight, but they'll flip stuff because that's what they know how to do.
Flip burgers. I don't know. You said that they are very, Shannon, that they have figures, and I would just voluptuous.
Also, can we pull that image back up?
Yeah, let's pull the image back up for Oscar.
First of all, if anything, they should be ashamed of the outfit they're wearing.
Okay, Oscar.
Jesus Christ. Who put that together?
Right.
Do none of them have any gay friends that was like, girl, what are you wearing? Is that a patch on her leg?
Right.
I haven't seen patches since, I don't know, Abercrombie & Fitch 1997. Who does that anymore? And then the red top.
Yeah.
Who put that together? How is that sitting there?
But the half shirts are in now, Oscar. Women are showing their stomachs.
Men are too.
Are they really?
That's something you should investigate.
Do you not like that, Oscar, or do you love it?
Maybe I don't like it because I wish I could do it.
Well, maybe if you had a cesarean scar, you would be more likely to do it. Cesarean scars are in now. It shows that you've lived.
Do you know how cesarean? Did you know how cesarean?
I was born cesarean, dude. You're on dangerous territory right now, Oscar.
Do you know how cesarean is? Do you know why it's called the cesarean?
Because you're going to be average your entire life, C-section?
No.
Okay. No, then enlighten me.
I'm going to enlighten you with 2 fun facts.
Okay.
Number 1, cesarean section is named after how Julius Caesar was born.
Wow.
And number 2, did you know that O.J. Simpson's dad was a drag queen?
Get out of here.
Look that up.
What did that have to do with cesarean?
Nothing.
Oh, my God. Such a fun fact.
His name was Caesarean.
Oh, Shannon, for the cleanup.
Caesarean Simpson.
God, we're really working together. We're really working together great on this podcast. I mean, it's a lot of teamwork going on here. And for those of you who don't have any friends and don't know what teamwork, this is what it looks like. Yeah. Everybody's contributing 59 minutes in. Shannon, there's a part of the article where the journalist who took the TikTok video goes, they grabbed all the bacon and the vegetables. Are these women on keto, do you think? Because they're just grabbing the meat and the vegetables, none of the bread. They're not Jewish if they're grabbing bacon.
I don't think there would be bread on the grill.
No, but they do it to toast it a little bit.
Yeah.
They're from South Dakota State University, Shannon. Is that true?
Oh, shocking.
So they haven't actually confirmed
SDSU?
They haven't confirmed the identity of any of the girls yet. There have been like on social media, people are like trying to like pick out who they think each of them are.
Right.
Each of them are, yeah. But none of them have been confirmed yet, so we don't know.
But what
for
is
sure.
the South Dakota? Why did I read South Dakota State in the article?
I think because people are, they're like, oh, I know this girl. She's from here.
Right.
I think that's why. But then like people are like, oh no, that's definitely not her, and showing proof. But no one's gonna want to admit to that being them.
Right. Unless they just lean into it and go, we're a girl band now, and we're touring. Is eating someone's food off their grill in some cultures a sign of respect? Maybe we have it all wrong. Isn't that another perspective which people like to bring into stuff that doesn't have anything to do with anything?
There are some cultures where it's respectful to eat with your hands.
Eat off my grill and insult me. Is this guy a cuck?
That's a gay word. Cuck.
Yeah. That's a man who's just submissive and watches women just eat food right off of his grill. Should these women be forced to have breast implants because of what they did? Mandatory breast enhancement? We'll show them. We will show them. Pierce all of their nipples at the same time. How should we do it in a sexy way? Oscar?
What did I agree to?
This is an investigation, Oscar.
Shannon was like, it's investigation. Don't worry. Go with the flow.
Shannon
and somehow
was in her element the other night.
Every 3 minutes, it's going to be a clip of me just saying, low-income whites. And
we would never put you on blast. We would never put you on blast like that. Did I use that word right, Natalie? We would never put you on blast or throw shade, Natalie. We would never throw shade at you. And blow up your spot. We would not do that. We were going to post flattering clips of everything that we've done. And you had some great... No, I swear to God. Shannon does the clips.
Do you, Shannon?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah. She didn't leave you wrong. But I love the fact that...
discovered you.
I love the fact that I discovered you and that Shannon was drinking and networking for this podcast. Shannon was on a social occasion. We're going to get into it later on another episode. But Shannon was on a social occasion and she had her feelers out. And I need to take Shannon with me everywhere.
Yeah.
Shannon, can you fit in my pocket? A small Shannon?
Maybe in like a luggage.
A carry-on.
Yeah.
You can go to the islands with us.
And they're getting cats and dogs in them now.
Emotional support, Shannon. Emotional support producer.
It'd be kind of brilliant if you actually had one of those and you brought him along.
That would be great.
That'd be fucking
like a service jacket on.
Emotional service.
Oh, my God. Oscar, what do you got coming up?
You can find me on
in
Instagram.
The club? That's 50 Cent. Oscar? Are you exhausted with me?
No, I actually love you, but I'm also 1% scared of what is going to go out.
No.
You can find me on Instagram at It's Oscar Aydin. Find me on my podcast, Oh Oscar, where we talk about disappointing stories.
Ooh.
Which is wild and crazy and embarrassing hookup stories.
Cool.
Streaming on Spotify and iTunes. And then find me on TikTok. And then I'm at the Stand regularly and at Comedy Club and a few other places. So
all right,
come check me out.
Oscar Aydin, everybody. I try to bring the best New York City comics on this show, and today is a perfect example. We did some investigations. We got to the bottom of a lot of stuff, and that's the podcast for today. We didn't keep you guys too long, an hour 4. For Shannon, for Natalie, for Oscar Aydin, I'm comedian Mike Vecchione. We'll see you guys next week.